What's up? Oh, YouTube. It's 7 in the morning where I am because I could not freaking sleep. My insomnia kept me up. So, I'm bored. I'm a little pissy. I don't know why. So, I decided to rant. Ranting seems like a good idea. I don't know why. It just seems like a good outlet. So, it works. So, I'm mainly going to be ranting about probably 3 to who knows how many fucking topics possible. Because that's how my mind works, and there's nothing I can really do. Now, keep in mind, some of these rants, I may not have all the info about. I'm just going off of what I know. Because some of these things, I just don't feel like going into them too badly. That's it. So, how to start it off? Um, hmm. Let's start off with probably one of the most hated people, and yeah, one of the most loved people in the entire fucking world, Justin Bieber. Um, I guess I'm probably in the boat with every other Justin Bieber hater. He sucks. He's a fucking idiot. He's fucking gay. Not gay as in the sense of homosexual. Just gay as in the sense he sucks. I mean, I don't hate gays. I honestly don't. I mean, hell, I'm all for gay rights and all that. I mean, I'm bi, but I'm currently engaged, so yeah. Other reasons why I hate Justin Bieber. He's ripping off pretty much every other style of songs there are. His fan base are pretty much idiots. I mean, I've seen things of artists who are about 20, 30 years, maybe even 40 years older than Justin Bieber is, and they're saying that those older artists are copying him. Either they don't know either they don't know these artists whatsoever, or they're completely fucking stupid. No offense, but if most Justin Bieber lovers, or I can't believe I'm even saying this, even believers, I don't know why I just did, pretty much his fan base says that he's the god, the king of pop. No, the king of pop is Michael Jackson. Even in death, still the king. I mean, what? I'm probably gonna do a Lion King reference. What, the king? Mufasa, he's still the fucking king of the lions. King of the beasts. King of the pride lands. Mufasa. I mean, hell, even Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed kept saying Mufasa, 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 because even in death, he's still scary. Oh wait, no, they did that before he died. Still, he was terrifying. To them, at least. Also, let's see, he's talentless completely. He's basing the majority of what he's doing off of what other people have done. I probably already said that. Oh yeah, another thing that I don't think he should have ever said, and probably made him the worst person in the world, is Anne Frank comment. And I'm probably gonna rip on him very bad. She'd probably go back into the attic because of him. That is really bad of me to say. I probably just put myself about as bad as him. I look like a fucking beetle with my hair this way. Anyways, but no, if anything, she'd be in, let's see. I don't even remember how old she was during the Holocaust. I really don't. But I don't know. There's 70 years to that. She'd probably be in 80s or 90s. Hell, she might have even been dead by this time. You never know. I mean, infinite possibilities, right? Doctor Who status. I haven't watched that show in forever. I need to rewatch it. Um, Another thing I wanted to rant about: Twilight. I hate the movies. The movies are disgusting, in all honesty. Now, me, I read the books before I watched the movies. I like the books. The books keep you enticed. They give you like that. they do give a description of each of the characters, but they also let your mind design them. Like, I wasn't too great on the whole sparkly thing, or the werewolves becoming pretty much animaguses, because a werewolf is half human, half wolf, and they lose their fucking minds. They have no control. They can't tell friend from foe. Animagus, you become the animal. However, if they were lichens, I probably would have had a lot more props for them. Because lichens, werewolves only, they know friend from foe. They can retain their human mind, and I love it. I kind of just went underworld there, but yeah, it's pretty much true. I mean, you want actual vampires and werewolves? Watch Underworld. Those are vampires and werewolves. Poor grandma. If you hear the howling, that's my friend's dog. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. The reason why I hate the movies, to be honest, is because it's too bland. I think they use terrible actors for it. Because Kristen Stewart, come on. That is probably the most blank, mundane person you could ever use for one. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a couple of her other movies. Fuck, what was that one? What was that board game one? Shit, I can't even remember it now, but some of her other movies I like, but Twilight, I mean, I didn't go past the first movie, to be honest. That's how bad it sucked to me. Vampires suck. Watch that movie. I think that's a correct representation of the Twilight movies, or at least how it should be. Plus, even the writer of the book said the movies were terrible compared to the books. I mean, that's kind of understandable. Those are her books. But you would expect the writer to be more, yeah, this movie was awesome. It was great job. No, she said it fucking sucked. Or at least somewhere along those lines, it was terrible. And I think she also had the same point as me. Actors. Bad choice. I mean, hell, I think Zac Efron could have probably done a better Edward. Why the hell did I just say that? The only thing I liked of Zac Efron's was the first High School Musical. And I liked that when I was in fucking middle school. I'm in high school, nearly in college. What is wrong with me? Oh yeah, it's 7 in the morning, I haven't slept yet, that's what's wrong. Hey. Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover with that. Oh yeah, duck face. Duck face. Nah, personally I just think that's idiotic. There's nothing more I really have to say to that. I don't even want to know how the fad started. I don't want to know. Because however it started, it was idiot, it's mundane, it's not even, I don't even know how it got this popular. What do you think? What else? I am completely fucking dead right now. My brain is let me think. What did I want? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This is a ranting video, so I can pretty much say whatever I want. Out of my bed. Stupid fucking string. Gotcha. Fuck you. Oh yeah. Here's one thing I don't get. The whole conflict between PlayStation and Xbox. Yeah, it's kind of understandable, but I guess what I really want to rant about is how neither of them are really what they were meant for. Xbox 360. It's supposedly the multiplayer console. Yes, I have my 360, I've played it for a while, and yes, I can understand where the multiplayer is coming from. However, even though it's a multiplayer game, or a multiplayer console, I should say, the major letdown is Xbox Live Gold. You have to pay for it. You would expect a multiplayer console to be free for multiplayer. And of course, the majority of where it was getting its funds is retarded. It's Windows. Windows is everywhere. I mean, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if the PlayStations weren't sponsored by Apple, and it's just a conflict like that. Really. I mean, in all honesty, the 360, it should not have as many problems as it does. I mean, it's a good console and all, but the discs are... they're not holding as much as they should. I mean, PlayStation went with a Blu-ray double layer, that way they didn't have to do like the 360s are to make, because, what's a good example? Dead Space. The Dead Space trilogy for 360. Every time you have a copy of that game, or of one of those games, you have 2 different discs for it. PlayStation, I didn't need 2 different discs for Dead Space 1, 2, or 3, which, in all honesty, third one fucking kicked ass, but kinda lacked. But I have to say the middle one was probably the best, because Dead Space 2 was fucking awesome. Kept you hooked, kept you wanting more, kept you creeped. I mean, hell, I can't even stay sane when I start to hear Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which any Dead Space player out there, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Dead Space 2, holy shit. I mean, Dead Space 3 kinda... nah. It wasn't really more of a fear factor, it was more just an action game, which, I will say this, weapon customization was fucking awesome. Though I hate that you can only have 2 guns. Yes, anyone who thought about getting Dead Space 3, it's a 2-gun limit instead of 4 at once. Which, if you think about it, you get to customize these guns. So you get to make them as badass as possible. So it's kind of understandable why you can't. And then of course, let's see, there's still the suit customization, or the suit selection, which I have to make a suggestion to any players out there: stick with the winter ones. Like, if they look like winter coats and such, stick with those. Those are your friends. Those are going to help you, because the main planet you're on is a frozen wasteland. So you're going to need it. That way your health is not dropping. Your temperature isn't dropping. Not necessarily your health. You can stay how you are, because if you go in there with a normal suit, you're going to be like, oh shit, I can't see. You're going to be slowed down. Put on one of those snowsuits. Okay, let's rock. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, 360 and PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3, it's more of an internet style. It's meant to like interact with the web and such, which it's alright. I mean, I mainly got it because it's free multiplayer. Xbox, what are you thinking? You don't need to pay to keep up with this stuff. Now, yes, I can understand you need Xbox Live Gold for, say, an arcade game. Like, you need gold to get this, or you want to get a bonus. That's understandable. But for multiplayer, 360, you were built for multiplayer. PlayStation, not necessarily. It wasn't one of its main focuses. And yet you're having us pay for it. Where is the sense in that? Honestly? Now, PlayStation 3, it's a good console, I'll admit it. I kind of prefer it just a little bit above the Xbox. Little bit. But I will say this, you need to make it just a little more of a console and a little less of a computer. Now, of course, computer players, you don't give a shit about PC or 360 or PlayStation. You don't give a shit because you have the best of both. You have the better of everything, because you can make a perfect one for yourself. I mean, some people are probably going to have the same computer, some aren't. You never know. You never really know. I mean, hell, my stepdad has probably one of the best computers I've seen. I mean, I've never played on it, but I've watched him play on it. It is insane how far away it blows. It pretty much makes the PlayStation 3 and 360 look like an old school Game Boy Color. No, or just a original Game Boy. That's how good it looks compared to those. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. I was actually kind of looking around on the internet or on YouTube because I like to listen to music, and of course there's this I'm not sure what it should be really called, kind of a franchise. I can't really call it a franchise, a series. AMV Hell. AMV Hell. I wanted to know what some of the songs were to some of the AMVs that they had up. And of course, what a few of the animes. Of course, I watched a couple of the animes. I liked them. I honestly do. But of course, I went looking around for more AMVs. One of the channels I always go to is Heard You Like AMVs. That person does great AMVs. I mean, it's some of the best work I've seen. However, when I was looking around, I found someone stealing all the credit for the work that they put into it. They stole it 3 years later. Heard You Like AMVs did one of their posted one of the videos around the world. Around the world, you have a bunch of animes put together. Summer Wars. Strike Witches. I can't remember any of the others, but I'm sure a lot of people have answered that in the comments on the video. But Heard You Like AMVs posted that video somewhere in July 2010. So I hadn't seen it till maybe like a year back, and I love it. I mean, that's one of the best AMVs I've ever seen, next to Disco Heaven. Disco Heaven, fucking awesome. I love that AMV, I really do. It really gets into the stance of you gotta get groovy, you gotta dance with it. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. This other person, it was something Crows with a fuckload of Z's because they can't spell. Or someone already took their name. Anyways, they posted the exact fucking same video 3 years later. Somewhere, it was really recent too, like March 20 some. I think it was like March 21st, 2013. It is April. No, not April. What am I thinking? What day is it? It is June 2nd, 2013. That's 2 months. No, that's 3 months ago. Now this video was posted. The only difference is they put a couple of intros of their channel, and at the end they put a couple links to their other stuff. Dude, what the fuck? I've never once stolen credit for someone's work. I'm not going to say I take credit for anybody's work. I mean, the lem syncing videos my buddy and I did. I take no credit for that. I didn't do any of the work. All I did was lip it. That's it. And yet, this guy is going to take someone else's video that they put a lot of hard work into, and they're going to steal it as their own credit. My only thought is, dude, what the fuck? Even I'm not that much of a douchebag that I'm going to take someone's work and say, oh yeah, I did the whole fucking thing. No, you didn't. I mean, I could, if you want to, or if any of you want, I will put the links to the actual videos in the description. Okay? I will show you what this fucking guy is thinking. Now, some of you are probably going to call me out and say that I might be a hypocrite or something, I don't know. Or that I'm being a dick because I'm calling him out because it's fucking YouTube. No one takes credit for everything. And yet, YouTube has its specific policies. You can't have credit for this or else it will be copyrighted. Of course, if it's copyrighted, the video is going to be taken down. Now, I'm sure Heard You Like AMVs doesn't really care. I mean, or might not care that much. I mean, they might have already seen the video be posted by somebody else. I mean, there might be like 5 other people who've taken credit for their video, but I don't know, to be honest, because all I've seen is that exact same video, and it's pissing me off. Or hang on. I can actually pull up the user who posted the copy of the video, which, if you ask me, it's, like I said before, it's bullshit. Don't steal credit for someone else's work. If you're going to give credit where credit is due, at least do it. Let's see, history, Of course, cycle through all my Borderlands 2 stuff, because that's what I was looking, because I love Borderlands 2. One of the best things I've ever seen. Sky Crows. That is the person's name. And if you ask me, okay, Sky Crows posted the video March 23rd, 2013. That's bullshit. Compared to, let's see, Heard You Like AMVs posted their video June 1st, 2010. Asshole, that video isn't yours. Don't steal credit for it. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'm on the topic of AMVs, because I'm going to be bouncing around topics like that, like a fucking bouncy ball in just a long ass hallway. Well, I guess I should go into the topic of animes for that matter. There's a really weird one that kind of creeps me out. It's a funny one. It's got good action. I think it has a great storyline. It's kind of confusing at first, but it's a good one. Makademi Washoi. If any of you who watch this know what that is, one word: angel. That very name should make any viewer or fan of that anime understand completely what I mean. Holy shit, oh my god, it's weird. It really, really is. And any anime lovers or anime viewers who are watching this, I will say it's a good AMV. Or, AMV, anime. It's a good one. I like it. I think it's probably one of the best that I've ever seen. Now, that's just my opinion. Other people may have their own. They say, like, it totally fucking sucks. It's borderline porn. Which it is an ecchi. Which, in all cases, it's not that bad of an ecchi. It's not like, oh, where could I go? High School Dead. Now, that's a good one to compare it to. High School Dead is borderline pornography, if you think of it. While Makademi Washoi, it flashes you some tits here and there. That's pretty much it. And of course, puts in, like, sexual innuendos or comparisons, you know. It gives you the idea. I mean, it's not necessarily full on, I'm gonna bang you on a freaking table. It's some tits flashing. That's it. I mean, people don't need to necessarily freak out about it. Now, yes, I'm not going to suggest it to the younger generation. If anything, I'd say it's probably better for 15 and up, if you understand my meaning. But in all honesty, it's a very good anime. And plus, it's pretty hilarious. If you want to know what the hilarious part is, 2 guys. Professor Sakuma Eitaro and Professor Frankenstein. Yes, Stein. If anybody can think of anybody else by the name of Stein, they already know. The other one is funny, badass, and a guy you really don't want to piss off. The other one, he's funny, he's badass. I'm not necessarily sure how his pissed off meter goes, but Sakuma Eitaro, according to the wiki, and according to what people have said on the internet, Sakuma is apparent, according to the anime, around, I think it was it would have been episode 12, because this is a 13 episode series. It's a good short one. Episode 12, Sakuma apparently is compared to Samael. Samael in legend is the angel of death, which, if you think about it, if you watch episode 12, yeah, it's fuck. That's the best way I could say it. It's just holy fuck. Um, another topic we got about anime is if you want to watch a good like a paranormal, supernatural, ghosts and shit, Ghost Hunt, watch it. It's a good one. It keeps up a good comedy, puts in a little bit of romance, and I say some pretty damn good romance if you ask me. And it sticks to actual like how kids will act in high school. I think it goes really good into some Japanese cultures, some religions as well, Buddhism, Roman Catholicism, demonology. I'm not sure. I'm not necessarily sure if it's demonology, but that's what I'm going off of. It's good. It's a really good one. And depending on how good your fear factor is, it could also be the most bone-chilling anime you've ever seen, and it's damn good. Um, what else do I want to go into? Oh yes. If any of you watch seasonal animes, some of you may know the newest seasonal one, Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan to be specific, or to go into the English translation. That one is wow. It's mind blowing how good it is so far. And I'm not really gonna spoil much of anything, but I can give you the main plot. Main plot is, I guess it would be kind of like an alternate universe style. Okay, the humans are now the bottom of the food chain. Now, if people understand that, when humans become bottom of the food chain, we are terrified constantly. If we're put to the bottom, then you gotta think, what is higher? Spirits? Nah. Ghosts? Or demons? That's not demons. Heaven and hell? Nope. Aliens? Robots, machines, uh, Terminator style, machines take over. No. Decepticons everywhere. No. Some weird parasite, animals became more advanced. No, no, and no. There are these things called Titans. Now, Titans are these weird human-like creatures. Titans can range from a certain size. They can range from a 3-meter tall Titan to a 15-meter tall Titan. In each one of these, there's something known as an abnormal. Now, an abnormal type, well, actually, let me go into the normal types. Normal types, of course, range from the gigantic size that they are, but there's also something about them. From what I can tell, and from what pretty much else can tell, they're brain dead. That's all that they are. They're fucking dead in the head. Ignore that. Ignore that, please, because that was just retarded. They're pretty much brain dead to the point that all they can think of is eat. Not necessarily like a zombie. A zombie, when they eat someone, the person will come back as a zombie, depending on how fast the infection goes through their body. Now, if you follow Resident Evil, it takes a couple hours. Left 4 Dead, instant. Dawn of the Dead, I think that one's pretty much instant. No, that one's not instant. It takes a few hours as well. Well, anyways, Titans, when they eat someone, they literally eat them. Because you gotta think, these things are 3 to 15 meters tall. They're fucking huge. But of course, they will eat humans. Now, the thing is, they don't have to eat to survive. They don't have to eat humans. They don't eat animals. They leave animals completely alone. It's only humans. So they got a distinct diet. Titans eat only humans, don't eat animals, but they can also live without eating. Now, another thing is, they gain most of their energy from the sun. While it's daytime, they're very active. Towards the night, they're very slower. They don't move as much. They don't do as much. weakened, I guess you could say. But with that, then you also have the humans. Humans are, as the main character would say, are caged like birds in fear of the Titans. Now, a normal human ranges from, or an average human ranges from 5 to 6 feet tall. Now, 5 to 6 feet, if you think about it in the metric system, let's see, 1 meter is around a yard. So a yard in our term, in standard, is 3 feet. So a normal person would range from 2 2/3 of a yard to 3 yards. 3 yards could translate into 3 meters. Or it'll be around. Or a yard is around a meter is around a yard. Yeah. So you gotta think, a 3-4 meter type class, big but kind of average size compared to a human. However, the higher you get, the more shit your pants, or the higher your shit. I cannot speak. The higher your shit your pants meter is going to get. And that's pretty much what a Titan will be. They are a shit your pants moment. They're a shit your pants, cock the gun, pull the trigger, splatter your brains. That's pretty much how they are. Because, also another thing, they're completely fucking new. Now, guys, don't go with the whole fact, oh, tits are gonna be shown, it's gonna be fucking awesome. No. Also, the women in the show are not walking blob of tits and idiocy. These chicks are how chicks should be. Or I should say women. Because they stand for what they believe in. They have someone they're worth fighting. They want to fight for. They have a will to fight. They will do what they want, how they want, and what they need to do. The best example for this, the main heroine, I should say, and no, not the fucking drug, the main female, Mikasa Ackerman. She is best friends with the 2 other main characters, Eren Yeager, and no, not the fucking drink, it's a name, and Armin, fuck, I cannot remember his name. Anyways, they have another friend, Armin. This guy, brilliant. Eren, he's got the will to fight. He will not back down. And Mikasa is probably one of the strongest females you will ever meet. And probably one of the best in combat, too. Anyways, back to the topic of the... No, I guess I'm done with the Titans. So yeah, the humans. Humans have been in fear of Titans for 100 years. Or have been afraid of Titans since Titans first appeared. Now, I probably don't remember or even know if the series mentioned it when Titans first appeared. But since Titans have appeared, humans have been terrified of them. They've been living in fear of them. So to try and protect them, they have 3 walls that I think are kind of... they're 50 meters tall each wall. And there's 3 walls. You have Wall Rose, Wall Maria, and Maria, Rose, God fucking damn it. I don't remember the 3rd wall. Anyways, there's 3 walls, and each one depicts them. Maria is the outer wall. Rose is the middle wall, and of course the 3rd wall is the inner wall. Inner wall is where you have all your nobles, all your fancy pants motherfuckers, all the ones that think everyone who isn't of noble blood is fucking dirt. Mid wall is kind of like your New York, San Diego, San Francisco, your more populated areas. The more active ones with trade, with markets, like that kind of stuff. The outer wall is more of your people who strive in the wilderness. They know what's going on. Kind of your outer towns, your wasteland areas, like Pueblo, Colorado, for instance. Uh, Damn it, I cannot remember where my grandparents are from. Anyways, you know, you got your places that aren't as populated, but people know each other. They get around. They know what they're doing. Mostly farming. That's it, farming. Because the year set is 875. 875, you gotta think, if you follow our timeline, that's over 1,200 years. No, 875, that would be... Give me a second. I'm kind of going brain dead. That's about 1,138 years ago. I could be wrong. If someone wants to, they can correct me on my math. I don't care. I'm brain dead right now. It's 7 in the morning. I haven't slept. Or is it still 7? It might be 8. 7:20. 7:20. That's what time it is. And I have not slept. I am... Holy shit. Anyways. But yeah, that's pretty much how things go. Now, the main story takes place in 870. 870, humanity realizes Titans are still around. They're living as birds in a cage to the Titans. And basically, Titans break down one of the impervious walls. Now, what breaks down the wall is something that I like to... Yeah, I shouldn't say it. It's an abnormal type. Abnormal types are ones that don't act like actual Titans. Or they have something different about them. Normal Titans, they can't jump. Most of them just think, okay, something's going by, grab it, eat it, crush it, break it. I kind of feel like I was just going at a Daft Punk moment there for a second. Anyways, they act like that. They don't run. They just walk. They don't jump. They don't realize, you know, I have to get this person, or I like this one, I want to eat this one, that kind of thing. But an abnormal type is a Titan that has something different about them. The most common abnormal type is a jumping Titan. Jumping Titans, the most common ones that I've seen, are the 3 to 4 meter classes and a 10 meter class. Those are the most common that I've seen. Oh, I should say 10. 3 and 4 meter classes and 10 and higher. Those would be where the more common jumping abnormals are. Now, of course, I've only seen 2 in the entire series. Or in the anime, I should say. I'm completely caught up in the manga, and fucking A, the anime does not compare whatsoever. However, they're not screwing it up. I'm not seeing any fillers so far. I'm loving it. Because fillers can suck my fucking dick. Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. You guys understand? Maybe? I don't know. But, yeah. Now, the abnormal type here that made humans really realize, holy shit, what are we doing, was a abnormal 60 meter class type. Like, now, remember what I said, highest one documented was a 15. This is a 60. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. This is 4 times the size of the tallest documented Titan. This is 4 times. And it's 10 meters taller than the wall that's supposedly protecting them. Now, keep this in mind. He's also skinless. All you see is his muscle structure. Now, in all honesty, a normal person, skinned, they're going to be thinking, don't touch anything, it's going to fucking hurt. I don't think Titans actually do feel pain. to be honest, from what I've seen. They don't feel it. So this Titan, or the Colossal Titan, kicks in the fucking wall. Just kicks it in, and all the other Titans just cram right through and start eating humanity. Of course, everybody flee, or the survivors, I should say, flee, and Shazam. Now we go 5 years later. Guess what? Guess who fucking appears to do it again? Colossal Titan. Now, the way he appears is actually kind of cool. First time you see him, he's got this steam coming off of him. He's got this like really like evil look on him, and he just kicks in the fucking wall. And of course, he didn't do this alone. He actually was not the only abnormal. There's another one that joined him in this, because there weren't any jumping types in the first wall attack. It was another abnormal type known as the Armored Titan. Now, the Armored Titan basically had its basic muscle structure that you could see, but it had plates. It had these armored plates on it, kind of similar to a knight's armor. Now, a knight's armor, basically, you have the armored parts, but there are certain areas you don't cover up. That way you still have mobility. And of course, these areas were the armpits, the groin area, and behind the knees. That way you still had movement of your arms, your legs, and your legs, of course. What was I going with that? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, while humanity was trying to escape, or at least the majority of the survivors, or some of the survivors, they tried to block off the rest of the Titans from the survivors. Of course, it's an understandable idea, because after the Colossal Titan kicked in the wall, he disappeared. No one really saw him after that. But as they're closing the wall, and this was probably one of the best animated parts that I had seen, the Armored Titan starts, or sees the wall about to close, or close off the rest of the Titans. He gets in like this football stance and just charges right into the wall and breaks it before it could be closed. Now, when he does that, his bottom mouthpiece slides down, revealing his jawline and teeth, and all he does is just breathe out all this steam from his attack. Of course, after he does that, shit hits the fan, or I shouldn't say shit hits the fan, but everything starts to go back to normal. 5 years later, Colossal Titan comes back. The way he appears is probably one of the coolest ways you could ever appear in any anime. Now, you have the main character, Eren. Eren, 5 years later, he actually joined the military to help stop the Titans because he made a vow, I will destroy all Titans. And I can tell you the reason why. That's a spoiler. That's a bad spoiler, actually, that you find out in the first fucking episode. So, if you want to watch a good series, Shingeki no Kyojin. It's mind-boggling. It's awesome. But anyways, Eren and a bunch of all these other people, I think only 2 others with him could be considered main characters, because the main character cast is actually kind of small, but its main cast of the main characters is like every other fucking anime. Teenagers. Teenagers everywhere. I had to do that. Anyways, they're all just having a good time. They're checking on the cannons. Now, this is 875. Their weaponry and advancement in war is kind of primal. They're still in cannons, black powder, and swords. However, they have something that I don't think any of us would have ever come up with. It's called 3D maneuvering gear, or for short, 3DG. With the 3DG, you have 4 blades on each side of you. Now, these blades are in their holsters, of course, and then you have your handles, or your hilts, kinda. These hilts are also triggers. The triggers also go to a gas and hook mechanism with the blades. The gas and hook mechanism, when you pull the triggers, they shoot 2 spikes connected to these cables. The spikes will hook onto something and automatically reel you in. Basically like how one of my favorite anime reviewers calls the people who use it. They look like medieval Spider-Man. That's really how they look. And I say they do it probably pretty kick-ass. Because, in all honesty, I want a working system of 3DG. I really do. Because that would just be awesome. Just go zipping around a fucking city. Hey, I need you to go pick up some milk. Okay. Hey, I need you... Oh my god, someone just stole my purse. Go stop him. You just go flying around. It'd be pretty fucking awesome. But, once they're all talking and getting to know each other a bit better, well, they have been getting to know each other because everybody has been together for the past 5 years. They've all been in a military training camp. Anyways, they had a little conversation, and one of them, who I'm pretty sure her name has gotten very popular, Potato Girl. Potato Girl, or Sasha, has a nice thing of meat. Like, it makes my mouth water just seeing it and thinking of it. Damn, now I want a steak. Anyways, fucking Miller, come here. Off my computer, please. Please get off my computer. Thank you. See? Little tiny Miller. Cute little guy, isn't he? You've been chilling out in my room for the past couple days. I kinda don't want to kick you off my hand. I really don't. You're too cute. I'm just gonna keep you on my hand. He's gonna stay in the video. You know what? I'm naming you Georgie. This is Georgie. Any of you have anything to say against Georgie? Oh. Stay away. Anyways, back on topic. Anyways, she starts talking about how, you know what, we all just graduated from the military academy. Let's celebrate. Of course, everybody's thinking, why would you do that? Meat is so rare now because we lost Wal Maria. But then they all start thinking, you know what, there's a high chance we're all going to die. Get me a piece of that. So, of course, they all agree, you know what, after our shift, we'll eat. Right when they start talking about that, the sky goes completely black, and this orange lightning bolt just strikes down right in front of the wall that they're checking on, and the Colossal Titan just rises up. Now, of course, the Colossal Titan fucked over Wal Maria. Now it's going after Wal Rose. Basically, every single one of those cadets just had a flashback of what happened 5 years ago. And so, now Aaron has the thought, if I can stop him, Wal Rose history will not repeat itself. So his instant thought is, tell everybody, get ready for an attack. Then he uses his 3DG, zips around, and tries to attack the Colossal Titan. However, he didn't do it in time because the Colossal Titan kicks in the wall again. Thus, Titans are going to start pouring in. After he said that, or no. When the Colossal Titan appeared, he swung his arm, swiped the top of the wall, and broke about 4 to 6 cannons and knocked all those cadets right off. Every single one of them think, okay, use the 3DG, that way we don't fall to our fucking death. So of course they do. However, one of them unconscious. Potato Girl saves his life, but he's probably not going to be walking on his leg anytime soon, because the hooks that they used went right through here in his leg to make sure he didn't fall to his death because he was unconscious. In all honesty, I think she did the right thing. I mean, he's probably going to hate her for it, but you know what? If he's getting patched up and he's saying he hates her for it, at least he's alive. At least he's alive and she did a good thing. Anyways, Aaron has this whole thing, revenge against the Titans, I'm going to kill them all, yada yada yada, kind of cliche. He zips to the top of the wall after he tells everybody to go warn everybody else it's happening again. And by the saying of it's happening again, basically meaning Wal Rose is about to fall, they all run back. He, however, zips to the top to try and fight the Colossal Titan. Now, here's the thing about the Titans. They only have one weak spot to die. Now, you would think, what is probably the most common cause? decapitation. I'd say one of these blades is probably about as long as my sword, or my practice sword. It's about as long as that. Now this is probably about a good 3.5 feet long. So you gotta think, someone's running around with one of these, and the Titans are fucking huge. I don't think 3 feet long blades are gonna do it their first swipe. But actually, a Titan's only weak spot, or another thing that you would think would probably be their heart. They don't have any internal organs. As far as every researcher or history book within Shingeki no Kyojin, they have this belief none of the Titans have any internal organs. So of course, not having any internal organs, you would think, how the hell are they functioning? I'm kind of wondering that too myself. Really, I am. But anyways, the only weak spot is on the nape of their neck. Like, just feel on your back where your neck and shoulders connect. Somewhere around that area, that is their only weak spot. So every soldier in Shingeki no Kyojin knows, hit that spot, they instantly die. They evaporate. That's it. Sounds good to me. Eren doesn't do it. As soon as he grapples and is about ready to make his attack, a huge boom of steam just comes off of the Colossal Titan and he's fucking gone. Like, it was fucking magic. Now, when I first read it, because I read the series before I watched it, and currently, like I said, anime doesn't compare to the manga, but at least it's not screwing it up. But, in the manga, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Is this thing David Copperfield? Because it's just gone like that. It appears out of fucking nowhere, and it disappears into steam. That's creepy. No, not necessarily creepy, that was fucking holy shit. But, of course, once that happens, now the wall has been broken through, Titans are just storming in, and now every single cadet who just graduated is now having to fight. So basically, main plot is humans versus Titans, and with humans being at the bottom. They've been losing they were losing for years, and now they're losing again. Humanity's dead, as far as I can tell. Humanity's lost. I mean, they have some, I will say this, they have a secret weapon to help them in their fight. I don't think it's really going to matter, to be honest. I really do not. Because at the rate it's going, it's either going to pull some major good, evil side story bullshit, or it's going to go holy hell. And shit's going to hit the fan, things are going to die, and someone's going to have to make an ultimate sacrifice. It is crazy. But, in any case, that's all I wanted to rant about with Shingeki no Kyojin. Of course, topic of anime, Ghost Hunt, Nakatami wa Shoi, Shingeki no Kyojin. All seems pretty good. If I have any manga readers who are on my channel, I can suggest some pretty good ones, just ask. I mean, me, of course, I follow some of the more popular ones. I'm following One Piece, because One Piece, in all honesty, I like the manga. I like One Piece better than Bleach and Naruto. Naruto, I will say this. It's an alright TV series, but I think it does its best in its movies, or, like, the big arcs, or at least main story arcs, instead of all the side shit. Let me think, what else? Bleach is best as a video game, in my opinion. Because if you play any of the Bleach video games, it's pretty fucking badass. I mean, Bleach, Soul Resurrection. That is fucking amazing. I love it. It's another one. And One Piece, I just think that the manga it's amazing, in all honesty. I'm also reading Sunken Rock, if any of you are watching or reading that. Sunken Rock, it's not your usual type of manga. It's not anything superhuman. There's no supernatural stuff to it. There's no demons. There's no angels. There's no supernatural powers. People can't conjure up fire. This is what humans could do at their best potential. And I will say this, it's pretty badass. Which, I love it. I honestly do. I mean, hell, I sometimes compare how the main character goes into or how his morals are and how he fights. That's pretty much how I am. Because it's crazy. If any of you know of Sunken Rock, you might understand, and if you don't, read it. Which, if you want to go manga reading site, mangahere.com. That's where you want to read. That's where you want to read all the manga you want and for free. So I'd say a pretty good deal. Soul Eater. I'm also reading Soul Eater, and right now the way it is, I about cried because one of my favorite characters is dead. And damn it. But nothing made me cry though as bad as. Nope. I'm keeping spoilers for myself. I'm not saying anything. Some people in One Piece might understand what I'm talking about because it made me. It was just heart-clenchingly bad. I literally did tear up and cry a bit when I read it. Oh my god, it was bad. It was really, really bad. All I can say is deep. Fuck. Alright, tear up now. But anyways, some good mangas are pretty good. Also, I'm getting on my gaming craze again. Well, I've been a gamer my entire life, so. Anyways, if some of you guys want, I have a lot of I have some multiplayer games. I'd be up if you guys want. I could either show you some ropes, show you some good tips in games. I'm also going to kind of hold off on my gameplay videos right now until I get a better camera. Because right now all I'm using is this. I'm using my laptop to do it. So of course the video quality is going to be bad. The sound quality is going to be bad. I'm going to wait till I get a good recording system and then maybe I'll continue. I'll probably redo some of the ones I've already done. Which means if I do that, I'm going to have to put a lot more fucking work back into my Dark Souls. Anyways, if you guys want, this one's very popular and I'm sure a lot of people love playing multiplayer. Borderlands 2. Now, if any of you have played this, you understand just how fucking amazing it is. But if you guys want, I'm playing PlayStation 3. So if you guys want, send me a message or a comment. Borderlands 2. I'll play with you guys. I'll play any of my games with you. Let's see. A good fighting game. A very good fighting game would be Soul Calibur 5. And of course, a good RPG. You might want some help with some bosses, some items. Dark Souls. This one I will really help some people out. Dark Souls, Soul Calibur 5, Borderlands 2. Come on, guys. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like playing with people online? I mean, I love it. I mean, except for like Modern Warfare and Battlefield, because that is just nothing but trash talkers and idiots sometimes. I mean, hell, who the fuck lets their 10-year-old kid play a mature-rated game? I'm pretty sure they're mature-rated. Yeah, they are. I mean, I can understand something like this. Soul Calibur. Mindless fun. I mean, all it is just swords clacking, or it's just weapons clanking together. There's some sex appeal in it, which I think is actually kind of funny. Where else was I going with this? I was going nowhere. But yeah, but like I said, if you guys if you guys want some help in some games, just ask. I might have it, might not, but over time I do plan on collecting as many games as I can, and some very good ones. Some good ones I can suggest though, if you're an RPG gamer, if you want a very, very good RPG, Dark Souls. It's also good if you want a challenge. Like most RPGs nowadays. What do you think? You got maybe like some RPGs you probably got like a third, like 3 people party. You're playing as one of them, and then you got like 2 NPCs hanging out with you, or some 4 people. So you're playing as one. You got 3 other people chilling out with you. No, that one it's not meant to be single player, but you can do it. It's possible, but it's very, very fucking difficult. I mean, hell, I'm already on my 3rd playthrough now, and I will say this, the weakest enemy could probably one-shot me, and I have some of the best gear possible. Or at least some pretty good gear. And some of the weakest enemies could probably one-shot me. At first, it'd probably take... Now, first, I start out with some pretty lame gears, of course, they're gonna one-shot me. Or at least 5. 5 hits probably kill me if I didn't fight back or didn't heal. Second playthrough, they can't do shit. Third playthrough, they're back up to being pretty fucking powerful. But anyways, storyline isn't really there. You can't see it specifically. You need to think about it. You need to look around. You need to talk to people, talk to the NPCs. Also, NPCs, kill them. But wait until the very end. That's what I'm saying. Kill all the NPCs before you fight the final boss. Which, in all honesty, the final boss is not that difficult. Really, the harder boss, or one of the hardest bosses I have to say, is Great Grey Wolf, Sif, Seed the Scaleless, and the Bed of Chaos. I hate that fucking boss. Really, I want to stab it. I want to take this and I want to ram it into its freaking skull many a times. And this is what in... But, yeah, it's a good RPG, it's good for fighting, and also, if you guys want some help on it, message me. If you guys want, you know what, I'll just go ahead. If you guys want to play some games with me, I'm going to put my PSN account name, down below. So, if you guys want to play along, I'm on. I'm usually on between 1 in the afternoon till 4 in the morning. Maybe that's why I haven't been sleeping. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. I'm actually surprised I've stayed up all night for the past 3 days now. I haven't stayed up 3 days straight, though. I would have loved to do that. That was fun when I did it once. But, yeah. RPG, Dark Souls is a very good one. If you want an RPG fighter, Soul Calibur 5 is definitely where you want to go, because there's an actual storyline to it, which anyone who's played Soul Calibur before, they know there's no specific storyline. I think Soul Calibur 2 might have had a slight point towards storyline, because it was a tournament to get Soul Calibur. Is that Soul Calibur or Soul Edge? No, it would have been Soul Calibur, because Soul Edge was being wielded by one of the fighters. Because Soul Calibur, its wielder wasn't there. Well, technically it was, but you'd understand if you play it. Want a shooter? Borderlands. Borderlands is definitely a good one. You want something jumpy, something that keeps you on your toes? Dead Space Trilogy, and the original 3 Resident Evils. Those will keep you on your toes. Because I've been freaked out on pretty much everything from Dead Space and the original 3 Resident Evils. Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 are more survival than they are horror. Resident Evil 6, though, I'd say is probably one of the best. Let me think. Oh yeah, the Fear Trilogy, that'll keep you on your toes, too. First one scared the piss out of me. Yep, not not literally scared the piss out of me, but it was scary. It was pretty. Silent Hill. Silent Hill will keep you on. No, that will scare you. That will. I'm not saying it won't, but it will. Because, fuck, I don't know how many enemies I fought. One level in there, I actually quit the game because I was so terrified of one level. That's because I couldn't see shit. And people, I will tell you this, you're more terrified of something when you can't see it than if you can. If you can see it, you know that there's something to it. If you can't see it, you're absolutely terrified. Trust me, I know people will be terrified of something that they can't see. That's why spirits and ghosts are really fucking, are really something you don't want to mess with. Especially if you do a Ouija board. You know what? Don't do a Ouija board. That is a curse on your entire life. Alright, I've never done it. I honestly haven't. I don't want to. Because I know how bad it is. Or at least heard enough stories about it and know enough mythology. But yeah, also with the gaming, if you guys want, like I said, I'll help you out, show you some tips. Hell, I might even include some of you in my videos. And who knows? Some of my videos might actually get as popular as the Rad Brad. Rad Brad, definitely some good videos. I love the gaming videos he does. I really do. My favorite game series he's done is I don't know. It's not Metro. I've started watching his Metro gameplay. I haven't necessarily fallen in love with it yet. Oh yeah, it was his Dead Space 3 gameplay that I fell in love with because fucking. Oh, and his Lollipop Chainsaw. Lollipop Chainsaw, that was the funny one. And I think. You know what? Also, I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna see if my friend wants to get in on it. I'm thinking that if any of you want to join us, we'll do some tournaments. Now, these tournaments, it's not necessarily a prize unless we get very popular and we can do this kind of thing. Like, we could mail you like a gift card or something, but for right now, this is a bragging rights tournament idea that I have. Now, what I'm thinking is, if you guys have common games like us, like if you become one of our guys on, if you become one of our friends on PSN, I will also send you my email account. My email account, send me a list of the games that you own. If you send us a list of the games you own, we will compare it to the games that we own. If we have common games that are multiplayer or single player, then here's what we'll do with the tournaments. If it's a multiplayer game, we will see either who's better at it or who the better teams are. Now, here's what I'm thinking, and if you guys want to, leave comments, leave some ideas. I'm open-minded about this stuff. I'm still gonna run it by my buddy though. We might do teams. Now, the majority of teams will more than likely be at most 4 people to a team. Now, doesn't necessarily mean you have to have 4 people, but you can be up to 4 people. Okay? Now, this is the way I see it. We will put out rules. If you want, I will put updates on this channel, and we'll go from there. That's the basis of it. But like I said, right, I will put my PSN account in the description below. When you guys, if you guys friend me on PSN, I will send you guys my email account. That way, if you want to, we can talk privately on PSN or Yahoo, because that's what I use. I use Yahoo. We'll talk on there. What else do I want to do? If you want some tips, or you want me to do a video for you, leave a comment, send me a PSN message, send me an email. I will do that. And we'll go from there, alright? Sounds good to me. I think my rant / info run is done. Because I'm starting to get a bit clearer head. Probably going to watch this over, though. But I'm going to go ahead and post it, because I don't care. Let it happen. I am who I am. I do what I do. And I say, God save the Queen. I'm kidding. You guys thought I was going to end it right there, waiting. I'm not. But I can say this. If you have the brain the size of a planet, you don't know how something is? You know what your best answer is? But, as I say, good morning or good night, depending on what timeline or what time zone you're in when you're watching this. Timeline, time zone, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I said, I'll put my PSN account name in the description below. You know what? I'll go ahead and put my... No, not my email. I'll put my PSN account. If I ever get my 360 up again, I will probably do another video, and I'll put it in my 360 account, or my Xbox account, so that way you guys know that maybe if you guys have a 360 game that you and I have similar, I will more than likely play that with you guys as well. But yeah, we'll go from there. Like I said, gameplay videos are going to be on hold. Not doing any lip sync videos. I'm actually going to be focusing on gaming with this channel now, because that's mainly what I built it for, was for gaming. And yes, yay. You know what? I don't want to do this. I'm trying to figure out ways to end the episodes. I don't know. I really do not. Of course, everybody's got the signature thing. Shane Dawson has the, or Ray William Johnson has the. Does that? I'm not sure what Shane Dawson does anymore, because I haven't watched his videos in a while. I don't even remember what Damien does. Rhett and Link do a spin the wheel type idea. Tobuscus throws himself out of the video. That's the only that is the wrong way to hold this thing. That was an actual sword. That would have been stupid of me. But I guess I could continue some information on this thing. If you guys want, or if you guys think it might be a good idea, I might actually do a couple videos as an experiment. I will do manga, anime, and game reviews. Now, mainly the reviews will be based off of what people want. If you guys want me to review, say, Borderlands 2, I'll review it. If you guys want me to review an anime that you haven't necessarily watched, but you want to see if it's a good idea, or if you want to find some good manga, leave a comment, leave an idea, I'll let you know. But like I said, I'll do a couple experiments, okay? You know what? I'll do an experiment for a completed manga, a game series that I've played, and for an anime that I've finished watching. Those are the only things I will do. Now, I'm not necessarily reading any completed manga. All the manga I'm reading at the moment are still ongoing, and I love it. But if you guys want to, I can give you a brief definition. I can say like the first half of the series, or the series so far, the anime so far, the game series so far. I can give you guys that kind of information, alright? So, in the words of the great Yoshimitsu, don't cry.